Hello. What's up? I'm back. And by that I mean my back was fucked. But maybe it's better now. Who's to say? I'm to say. At some point, I will say. Let's check Twitch here. Get out of that. Go away. Check, check. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? I've heard worse. I'm surprised everything didn't get absolutely tanked because I was out for a week and a half. So you know what? I think I'm alright with this. Alright. So before we get started, I wanted to thank everyone that followed me that I haven't already thanked. So for the new followers, thank you. Big Mustard Lip 69, hell yeah. A phone number, which I'm not going to read on stream because that seems like a poor choice. If you want your phone number read on stream, type it out yourself. Or I guess just write a message because it'll show up. I'm not going to do that to you. And lastly, great opinions, hopefully. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me that you would all follow me. It's very nice. We have reached 23 followers. That's above the makeup stream thing, so I am still doing that. But I got seriously injured last week, so I was hoping to do it like the last couple of days. But my back injury decided not to, so I was bedridden for a couple of days. That's why I didn't stream at all last week. I was on painkillers. It was ibuprofen. And some muscle relaxers. So I wasn't feeling great. I couldn't stream very much. I could do a little bit. Mostly just editing stuff. But I'm back now. I felt really bad that I wasn't streaming because I really wanted to. And I had all these great new people following me and I haven't given them any content, which sucks. But I'm happy to be back. I think the last thing I want to talk about before we get going is that my first scripted video came out. So if that's something that interests you, it's about Pyre, it's about education, it's about failure, all good things. So if that interests you, check out my YouTube channel, T-shirt to Streamer, and fuck around over there. Give me a like, give me a comment. Those are really fun. And if you really like it, subscribe. I've got more stuff planned. All of these streams are going to be on there in their entirety. And then currently, I'm working on taking all the streams and putting in like highlights. Kind of like the ones on Twitch, but a little better. Twitch keeps like cutting off parts of them so they don't make any sense. So I'll put those on YouTube as well. And then more scripted videos to come, of course. Other than that, I think we're ready to just get started. Make sure you have water and food and all that stuff. Take care of yourself. It is Memorial Day. The holiday doesn't mean much to me personally, but that means my kids are home. My other kid is home. So if I have to step out for a moment, it's because I'm taking care of a child I usually don't have to take care of because he's at school. Hey, Jabroni. Hey, man. It is awesome to see you, and it is awesome to be streaming again. It felt really weird not streaming. I enjoy it quite a bit. And I have no freaking clue what's going on in this game anymore. It's amazing what a week and a half away from a game will do. And especially when you're flooding your brain with friggin' Tears of the Kingdom. Like, Nothing against this game, but when I'm got nothing to do but play Tears of the Kingdom, sitting in bed, you forget what else is happening. Dorian, you can't be on stream. You're not allowed to be on stream. You're too young. What do you need? Yeah, I know. Are you okay? Okay, well, I'm sure you've done enough. You did 9 workouts? Okay, well, take a break. Stretch your muscles. Get something to eat. You're playing Tears of the Kingdom right now? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. It's so good. I played way too much this morning. I think I just got to the water temple. And I swear I've been thinking I'm getting into the water temple for about 2 hours. Because something would happen and I'd be like, oh, this is when you get to the water temple. And then I would do this other thing. And then I'm like, oh, this is the water temple. And then I would keep going and it's like, no, this isn't, this is just, you're getting there. Good job, buddy. You also can't be out here while I'm streaming. You can be in your room. You don't want, well, those are our only options. This is what I meant. But I'm really enjoying Tears of the Kingdom. It's freaking awesome. I want to play it some more. And I certainly will. I've only been into the underground in that one time when they kind of make you, like the tutorial for it. And then I was like, that sidetrack was a sidetrack from the sidetrack. So I was like, oh, I need to like, I found a horse that I liked. And I was like, I don't want to go into the underground and not get back to my horse. What if my horse leaves me? So I like did that and I got right back out so I could get a horse. So I could get my horse to a stable. And then it took me like 20 minutes to find a stable. And I got sidetracked a whole bunch from that. And it was like, oh, there's like a whole bunch of stone taluses. And there's something else going on. And all that stuff. My wife's playing Tears of the Kingdom. That's awesome. I'm happy that she's doing that. And I'm happy that you're playing it, Jabroni. It's freaking awesome. Where did you go first? Or what have you done first? You got to keep the horse. The horse is important. It's your best friend. And have you been giving it apples? I give mine apples every once in a while. He seems to like that. I don't know if it makes him like me more, but it makes me feel better. It gives me a lightness in my chest. So I think it's worth it. Just for the emotional high. Only real accomplishment is the Wind Temple. That's something, man. I think that's where my wife is, I believe. She's doing the Wind Temple with the Rito. And you know what? I like a hot bird person, so I might head there soon. But I also like hot jacked women. So I might go to the Gerudo next. You know, I've got a type. I've got multiple types. I've got attractive birds and muscly women. So if they can find a way to cross those two streams, I don't know what'll happen. Follow my heart. I did follow my heart, which is why I'm with the Zora, because I also find hot fish people attractive. Hot birds were the first thing I need. Absolutely. I'm a strong advocate for bird people. We've seen Pyre. We know that I simp for bird moms, and I myself am a bird dad. So, you know, I got to be true to who I am, whatever that is, however one would describe me. Anyways, Valhalla. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see, any interesting newspaper developments? Oh, okay, well, we got some good stuff here. Someone marries an anime pillow. But first space colony plans to develop its own army. That sounds about right. Gotta colonize everything, gotta militarize everything. Even though space was imagined as the promised land, a place where humanity would start over, it looks like we're about to repeat our mistakes from the past. The first space colony, Shin Outer Paradise, is currently in talks to develop its own privately owned army. Privately owned is never good, following alleged threats from a notorious terrorist group. We're discussing it right now, but the law is most likely approved. We'll have an army, and we'll defend our motherland from any terrorist threat. Space threats. Alice Rabbit chimed in during a private live stream. This terrorist group does not exist. Don't let the Outer Paradise government fool you. The only reason for this law is so they can have more control over the population. This Alice Rabbit is sounding more like my kind of person. They understand government corruption and military overreach. This is great. Anyway, on to a separate note. Body pillows. Can you marry them? I don't see why not. I remember a time when wacky stuff like this made a lot of headlines, but even though I'm reporting on it, I can't help but think about how mundane it's become. I mean, we live in a world where you can just plug into the internet and live there for as long as your wallet can afford related fees. Lots of people get married in the virtual spaces. Thanks to the new technologies, the traditional views on human relationships have changed so much that someone marrying a literal object feels kind of tame now. If the pillow had some form of intelligence, it might be somewhat different, but it's just a plain generic anime hug pillow. Get with the times, Grandma. I don't know if you've watched 30 Rock, but in one of the episodes, James Franco is in it, and he has to create a fake relationship with one of the characters on the show to sidetrack from the fact that he's like in a relationship with a Japanese body pillow called like Kimiko, and it's pretty great. It's one of my favorite episodes. It's one of my favorite bits ever. It's just that an attractive male celebrity is dating a pillow and has to like find a woman to pretend to be with. It's great. And he says, "You're being such a non-pillow right now," and I think about that constantly. Y2K, the final remaster, leads the video game charts. The newest remaster of 2016, Y2K, a postmodern RPG, opens the chart this week with 3.5 copies shipped on its launch day. Other titles this week include new releases such as Hatsune Miku, Project R Remaster, and Sting's Face Remastered. Full chart. Okay. I remember the game Y2K, and I don't think it did very well. I don't think people really liked it, so that's kind of cringe. That bar called Valhalla. They're talking about us. Is it any good? I need a place to unwind after work. Normies are taking over, huh? Everyone is in need, just like me. Anyway, place is cool, but the bartender can be a bit of a dick. Yes. How so? Never been there. I wouldn't know. Is she cute? I can take it if she's cute. She's cute, but I think she's a bit full of herself. The guy seems like a bit more of a bro. I can see you already had a conversation with her. Did she reject your advances? No, I just heard from the distance. So, is that a no? Kind of. I mean, if you're going there just to chat. I just want a place to chill for a bit and meet new people. Can I smoke? Is there any bar from the BTC where you can smoke? Nope. Bummer. Well, I think I'm going next week then. Sounds good enough for me. People don't appreciate Jill. She's pretty great. That's why we give her a little tap. And we go to work. One thing I do remember is that we need fucking money. Bad. It's not gonna be good if we don't get our money. We're gonna get evicted. Evening. Jim, I'm out to get firecrackers. Firecrackers? It's New Year's, right? We need some. Wouldn't firecrackers scare off the dog? Yeah, good idea. Go ahead. I'll be back in a bit. Even for a cat lover, you should get excited about firecrackers a whole lot more when dogs are involved. I know how hypocritical it sounds, and I don't care. Jamie's here. Jamie. Oh, greetings. There he goes. Bye, Jamie. I was hoping to get a conversation with him. I am alive. Thank you, Chef Ray, for being here. I'm alive. The well part of alive and well, disputable, debatable. But that's the case for most times, really. What is well? What is wellness? Are we going purely off of physical? Are we going off of mental, emotional? Because then, could any of us really ever be well? I don't think so. Let's start. All right, I don't remember what any of the songs are, so I'm just going to go with what we already have. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Ah, the guy that wouldn't come back twice. Ingram! Yay! Yeah, shut up. By any chance, did something fly over here 2 weeks ago? On Friday? Yeah. There were lots of weird explosion noises throughout the night. But as far as I understand, those were made by a flying drone or something like that. So it flew by here. I take it you know what made the noise? Let's just keep it at whatever drone story you heard. Right. The noise got annoying after a while, I must say. So it remained in the vicinity? I don't know what counts as in the vicinity, but yeah. Distant explosions all night. Interesting. So it didn't get far away. Now give me a Mars Blast. Mars Blast for the guy that wouldn't come back twice. He likes us secretly. I can tell. Not that I've had any luck at guessing if someone ever liked me in the real world. But you know what? This is different, guys. We can change them. Let me see if I remember how to make a damn drink. Okay, all blended. Do. There we go. We still got it. It doesn't leave you. Here you go. Well, you didn't mess up. So, okay, gotta get in my accent here. Sorry if I may interject. You looking for a fight? Most certainly not. You really think you'd stand a chance? You're like half his size. I can fight dirty. He kills people for a living. I can fight dirty. Jill, please, you make me sound like a savage. It would be like me saying that you get people drunk for a living. It's not wrong, but there are better ways of saying stuff like that. You're right, sorry. And like I said, I'm not looking for a fight. I just noticed you seem to like strong drinks. How do you feel about strong men? Huh? Jamie's not really my type. He's a good friend, I think. Like, if you wanted a friend, you definitely want a cyborg assassin to have your back. Smooth. Yeah. What about it? Well, to be honest, it's a rare sight in these bar. I even come to believe I'm the only one here who enjoys them aside from the owner. May I suggest you try a suplex next time? It might be to your liking. Okay, let's try the suplex thing. Right. Let's give Ingram a suplex. Wow, that sounded weird. Indeed. That's why you shouldn't talk. Because when you say things with your mouth hole, things turn out weird. And that's a fact. 1, 2, 3. Yes, 1, 2, 3. I forgot how to count. It's strange how getting messed up in your back has also affected my brain capabilities. On the rocks and mixed. The only thing keeping me like cognitively aware is the fact that I have to care for kids. And Tears of the Kingdom making me use my brains to create machines that don't work. Good stuff. Like a less burning but punchier pile driver. Say, your face looks somehow familiar, mister. Call me Jamie, and you all? I'm Ingram. Anyway, I think I saw your face somewhere. Maybe when I needed to look for a specific file at... Did you perhaps go through a nanomachine expunge? I did, actually. Figured as much. Only a handful of people do that. And almost all of them are people with nanomachine rejection that feel oddly... Jamie? So why go through the whole thing? Rejection? Need to hide something? The second one. It's always gotta hide something. Assassins are never upfront with their intentions. That's why they can't have a relationship. It's easier to remain undetected when they have no means to track you or your activity. I see. How does the expunge work? You lie in a pressure chamber and they give you a special IV solution. It causes nanomachine rejection while giving you the antibodies needed to prevent them from getting back in. For 5 hours, you're trapped in bed while a horrible pressure builds up in your body and nanomachines are forced out. That sounds like hell. They're like little needles all over your body. You feel them in your eyes and your gums and your toes, everywhere. And after all that, they need to implant you with a mechanism that constantly releases the same antibodies. Ouch. What are you having, Jamie? This is a gut punch. Yeah, I should have figured. Hey, give me one of those. Sure. Let's give him a gut punch. Again, that didn't sound right. He's being nice. He hasn't asked me weird sex questions yet, which is basically a given for almost any client. They will ask you a weird sex question. And I don't know exactly how I feel about that. Part of me likes it because it is funny and it makes for good content. And isn't that what life's all about? How contentable something is? I'm pretty sure. I've been streaming for a little bit and I'm pretty sure it's all about content. Here you go. Yeah, I love these. Looks different from yours though. I added a couple of extras in his actually. So where's the antibody unit they stuck you with, Jamie? Inside, like all other maintenance systems. It can be troublesome at times, but the perks of not having nanomachines in the body outweigh the cons. And the rest of the enhancements, were you reconstructed or have you been adding them over time? Over time, either by getting a much-needed enhancement or through fixing injuries. I see. Well, it was a pleasure, Jamie, but I gotta leave. Nice meeting you, Ingram. Please come again. Don't count on it. That's his little sign. That means count on it. He's being coy. He's being a frickin' soon. We know what that means. You've said that twice. Shut up. Seemed like a nice guy. Right. I won't call him a bastard, but he's not the nicest in the bunch. Maybe you caught him on a bad day? Nah, I think you're just that good at bringing out the nicer side of people. And the inside of people, I imagine. What with the destruction and killing. That guy tires the hell out of me. Alma's here. Someone's in a good mood. Give me a bad touch, will you? That way you'll be in a good mood, too. Wow. Bad touch for Alma. 1, 2. Let's make it a big bad touch. Because that's the best type of bad touch. It's a big one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And all the way to the alcohol. Rocks and mix. You gotta mix up your bad touches, people. You gotta mix them up. Otherwise, they get stale. Here. Jill, you have such a pretty sense of humor. Heady sense of humor. Guilty as charged. So what put you in a good mood? Oh yeah, that. Today, my sister was supposed to be in court for all the custody proceedings. Of course, not only does she show up later than her husband and drunk at that, but also dressed like she got fucked in the back of a parking lot. Nice. Hell yeah. And to top it all, she forgot to even bring her kids. Luckily, my parents brought them to the court. The judge assigned the kids to my parents for the time being. That makes a lot of sense. So she really messed it up, huh? When they came back to the house and Diana started throwing a temper tantrum, she said it was lucky her husband didn't get the kids because the angst would make her jump into the highway. So Ava comes and says, and make sure it kills you because we aren't dealing with you as a cripple. Oof. Harsh words. I shouldn't reinforce that behavior, but... I don't know what kind of laugh that was. I don't know how to laugh on cue. I don't know, maybe it was the timing, but I've been laughing for an hour now. You hold quite the animosity for Diana, don't you? She and I used to be the closest friends when I was 7 or 8. We played all the time, we even slept on the same bed for a while. Then she turned into a teen. That's where it all goes downhill, guys. Teen years. I've worked with them. They are equally capable of destruction and joy. They'll absolutely break your spirit. And they'll also just make you feel really good about yourself every once in a while. I went back to my school just to visit the seniors before their last day. You know, and it felt really nice to see everybody again. It filled me with life just for a little bit. So teenagers are capable of good things, but I think it's just more of a ratio, like a probability. Probability-wise, they're probably not gonna, make your life too much better if you see them every day. But they have goodness in them somewhere. We stopped playing. She had other things she wanted to do. I could forgive all of that. I mean, the age difference and all. But there is something in particular I still can't forgive. It was the day she invited her friends to the house, and I went to ask her something. As I was leaving, one of her friends asked if I was her sister, and she said she had no little sisters. Ouch. I think that was the moment that finally broke the pedestal I held her on. I admired her as much as a kid could admire someone, you know? Little by little, that admiration wore off until we finally reached that breaking point. I felt betrayed. And you haven't been able to forgive her after 40 years? Hey, it's not that I still hold a grudge against her, but rather, it's been 40 years? Almost 40? 8? Damn. If only we were all so lucky. She looks great for 48. I wouldn't have guessed she was like, I don't know, 30? You know, anime age. Anime age actually doesn't mean anything. It means whatever you want it to mean. The Diana who said all those things so many years ago is the same Diana that I know today. How so? She hasn't matured one bit. She's still as selfish, childish, and immature as she was back then. When you see her, you don't see an adult. You see an overgrown, horny teen. We're all kind of that. We just have to accept that as part of ourselves. So aside from destroying any admiration I held for her, she's made sure not to fix that impression. Huh. But enough about me. How are you? Everything's fine, aside from this note. A note? Oh, that's right. Okay. Gabby? Gabby gave us a note, and she wants to talk to us about Lenore's death. It's sure to be a good time. Oh, shit. I skipped a thing. Ah, damn it. Something about a dead girlfriend. That's all you need to know. Yeah. I got this note from her. Let's see. Wow, she must really feel bad about the whole thing. As do I. So what's the problem then? The same fear that drove me away from her in the first place. Right. Give a Brandtini, will you? There's a little story I want to tell you. Right. Brandtini. There we go. Can this one be big? Because again, I need the money. 6, 3, 1, 2, 3. Did I do it right? No. Now I did it. Now I did it right. I can count. Brandtini. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting back into the game, guys. Don't you worry. Here. This is the thing. Let's start. Uh-oh. Anna's back. This is not rarely good. Boo. Oh, hell no. This is the story of a girl who grew disillusioned with one of her sisters. Soon it became animosity, and not long after that, she distanced herself completely from said sister. With time, the girl would become attached to her eldest sister, looking up to her achievements. All I can look at right now are those boobs. Oh, man. You know, at least she's honest. At least she's, you know, sometimes subtlety, not what you want. And you know what? If you don't want subtlety, I guess you go with the ghost girl? Not now. Said sister would even marry the girl's best friend not soon after. And after the girl went into college, said sister would quit her job. The sister was worried sick about leaving her baby kid alone, prompting her to quit her high-ranking job. What if I hire your high-ranking lips? Inappropriate, Anna. Shut up. The girl, even as an adult, felt betrayed. Her role model sister went against everything she held her in high esteem for. She was no longer a child, and yet she felt like a part of her had crumbled. Hey, Joe, I can lift her sweater. Do you want to see? I bet you want to see. Inappropriate. Again. All right, enough. Enough? Shit. Peace out. I know the girl is you and the sister is your eldest sister. Please get to the point. Right. The point is, if you don't face her, she will be heavily disappointed. She's trying to make amends with you. That must take courage. Lots of it. Yeah, you're right. My mouth's dry. Can I get a beer? Absolutely. That's something I can make big, which means more money, maybe? I'm starting to sound like a real miserly person, but I don't want to get left out on the streets of a cyberpunk society. Who knows what will happen to me? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fixed. There we go. Here. Thanks. So tell me, did you and this Gabby girl get along? Oh yeah. I never had brothers and sisters, but once Lenore introduced me to her as her sister-in-law, she got so excited about having a new sister that she clung to me a lot. And I helped her in her studies, read books with her, played with her a lot. She was pretty much my sister too. I have to leave, but I'll tell you this. As both a big and little sister, if you don't grant that little girl a chance of talking to you, I'll never forgive you. Yeah. Oh, there's a small New Year's party this Saturday if you're interested. Oh, sure, I'll be here. Remember, I won't forgive you. Yeah. I'll go take my break. Ah, you were here? You were quite absorbed in the conversation just now. Jamie even said goodbye to you, didn't you hear? Anyways, call me if anything comes up. All right. We're getting back into the swing of things. Slowly. Very slowly. But it is happening. Right? Let's keep going. It's now safe to keep playing. It's now safe to get a drink. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. Stretch. If you've got a sore back like I do, give yourself a little something. There we go. That feels good. It's less chilly today. All right, let's get some new music. How's everybody doing? Are we doing okay? Fun stuff? Anything planned for the most exciting holiday? Okay, I got everything. Ow. Anybody get, I don't know, what do people do on Memorial Day? I assume drink, but I assume, people drink on every holiday. I don't know any other traditions that are associated with this holiday. It's like going out somewhere, like a picnic maybe. Feels very old school. I don't know, like fireworks? Is fireworks a thing? I don't know. I don't do much with holidays. Any of them really. Don't like to celebrate things. I like eating. That's fun. Barbecue. Okay, of course. Of course it's barbecue. It's America and it's even like semi-patriotic. I guess it has to be barbecue. Jill, a kid's looking for you. Oh, shit. Hey, it's Norma. You're back. I figured you would have been a one-off, but it's kind of nice. Ah, Norma. Whew. You're back. Ah, fuck you. You do know I'm not giving you any drinks, right? Crap, I said it out loud. Yeah, actually, I wanted to thank you. Whew, she went through. She thought it was for her. Thank me? Well, for starters, by not complying and giving me alcohol, everything else would have fallen apart if I had some. Aw, so responsible, Joe. I kind of faced my mom and told her all about the pressure she was putting on me, and said I wanted to figure out what I wanted to do. And? Well, she didn't speak to me for 2 days. You know what? I haven't talked to my parents in a lot longer than that. You know what? I'm doing fine. Parents are overrated. Unless you're me. Then again, I could be better too. Neighbors were lighting off fireworks last night, so I guess I'm not really familiar with Memorial Day fireworks myself. I don't know, man. I think people we just look for excuses to like go through certain behavior patterns. Like, oh, can we blow something up today and just say it's for the holiday? Yeah, sure. Can we drink beer? Absolutely. Is it socially acceptable for me to get like blackout wasted? Go for it. Eating too much food? Always. I don't even think you need like a celebratory like excuse for that one. I think it's just like, do you want to eat too much food? And I think the answer in America is almost always like, yeah, you can do that. 100%. Yeah, exactly. We're vibing. Everybody knows. These are just unspoken rules from America. Like, I don't think they've been written anywhere, but we all know. We all know in our heart of hearts. It's in our patriotic American blood. And it's so thick, this American blood. It's so thick from all the barbecue and beer that I don't drink. What do you like to drink, Jabroni? What's your drink of choice? As someone, because you've mentioned before that you drink a lot. Not to make you sound like an alcoholic. I mean that in a nice way. Thick as... I'm sure there's some kind of alcoholic gravy, too, somewhere. Bourbon? Nice. I don't know any bourbon off the top of my head, but I think I've had it a couple times, and I've liked it. Day 2 of your hangover? Is that why you didn't stream yesterday? Because I was looking out for it. And I was like, oh man, you know, I want to keep out for Jabroni. And then I didn't see you, and I was like, oh, that's right, you were having that party thing. So that was just my assumption. Yeah, Mama, you like the bourbons. Is that what old fashions are made of? This is a logical tangent, considering the game that we're playing. We're allowed to talk about alcohol right now. What do I like? I drink so little. I think the bourbon that I've had has been really good. Oh yeah, okay. If it's old fashions and bourbon, then yes, I'm a big fan. I woke up at noon, tempted to stare at a computer screen. Absolutely. I'm glad you took steps to take care of yourself. That's important. Ordered pizza and played Tears of the Kingdom. Oh, that sounds like heaven. Absolute heaven. I really want to play more. And like, I think that's... I mentioned not talking to the parents. I think that's like the one downside of like not being close to the folks is like I can't just call them up and be like, hey, take the kids for like a day. I really want to fucking do nothing. But I don't trust them with my kids. So even though they are willing to do it, I would not trust them with either one of my children. And I know Mama agrees. My son watches too much K-pop and wears too many rainbow things for me to feel comfortable leaving him with my conservative folks. I don't trust him. Especially not on a patriotic holiday such as today. Oh, that's right. You haven't had any alcohol in quite a bit, Mama. But neither have I, so... You know, I haven't been rubbed it in your face, thankfully. That'd have been a dick move. I'm excited for you to drink again. You're going to have a couple sips of something and get freaking knocked out. Because your body's not used to it. Alright, well, I guess I'll play some more game. After that, she told me that it'd be a waste to spend money in a university just for me to not give it my all. So she told me to still go to the college course, but that I was free to explore. Glad to hear that. And, well, I wanted to thank you for that. Me? If I just rushed ahead first into my original plan, things would have gotten ugly. And you were right, I would be hurting her for the sake of hurting. So, thank you. Well, this is nice. This is a good interaction with a child, which doesn't always happen. Don't worry about it. I'll leave before it's too late outside. Be careful. Aw, so sweet. Shut up. Hey, Jill, mind helping me here? Sure. Make a Bleeding Jane, please. On it. I wonder what the Bleeding Jane is for. Alright. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Blended. Oh, man, it takes so long to blend something. There we go. Thanks. Hey, Joe, do you hate me? Hate is a harsh word. It's not against you directly, but rather the fact that only I can see you. It's a hate of the circumstance, of the situation. Like I told you, if they wanted, they could see me. And why can I? You're the main character, dunno? More fourth wall breaking, I love it. I love it. What are you? A cute girl. That's a fact. Right. But we're also cute girls. You okay, Jill? Making a lot of faces there. Yeah, just remembering stuff. Could you give me a hand here and serve a beer, please? Sure. My parents are quite untrustworthy. Yes, we've dealt with it personally, together. Thank goodness we have each other, Mama. Have someone who will hate your parents just as much as you hate them. That's how you know you found someone good. I'll hate the things that you hate is always a great, like, sign of a solid foundation for a relationship. You hate this thing too? Awesome. We're gonna get along just fine. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a bunch of alcohol for beer. Solid as a rock. That's right, baby. Mwah. This is just like high school. I'm flirting with a girl on the internet. But this time, it's a relationship that makes sense. Because I had no game in real life. Because I was a fucking weirdo. But on the internet, I could be anybody. I could plan out my responses through text so I could make it seem like I wasn't as strange. And I could manufacture my charm. Solid as the rock. I just plummeted Lincoln too. Yeah. Yeah. Our relationship is so solid, it'd kill somebody if they fell into it. That's the good shit. Would you lighten up if I showed you I can interact with the environment? Maybe it'll spook me, but let's try. Oh, she changed the interface. That's pretty cool. I had to check to make sure it actually didn't change my OBS. What if she got through the switch and got into OBS and changed everything? That'd be freaking awesome. There. Can't see anything. You sure? Yep. Huh, weird. Nobody expects the Dorthiquisition. Man, that is a reference that I reckon 2 people will get. And, of course, obligatory Dorothy's here trigger warning, everyone. Dorthiquisition. Ow, I bit my tongue. Can't believe I'm using the spare tongue so early in the night. There we go. Hey, if we had a countdown to how long it would take for Dorothy to say something that makes us a little bit uncomfortable. If you had the within 15 seconds mark, congratulations. You know Dorothy very well. Yeah, I believe that's a Monty Python reference. Honey. Oh, hey, Dorothy. I'm making a quick stop for a drink. Can I get a fluffy dream? Sure thing. A Dorothy on the go needs a fluffy dream. Where's the dog? That dog is a fluffy dream. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And optional drinking. There you go. I'm going to give you a lot of alcohol today. You seem like you need it. There you go. Thanks. Oh yeah, before you leave. What, are you guys throwing a New Year's party too? Yep. Sure, I'll be here then. Bye, Dorothy. Oh, that was a very quick Dorothy interaction. Very nice. That's good. If this were a sexual encounter, we wouldn't have to pay her very much. Unless she rounds up for the hour. I feel like she would have to round up for the hour. Well, I've got things to do, so... You do? Who does what? Sorry, I sneezed. Weird sneezes. Anyway, I'm out for now. What do ghosts do? Like, what does a fourth wall breaking ghost have to do? Like on her off time? Oh yeah, Joe? Take care of Becky, please. Man, she was in a rush. Okay, fuck that noise. Fireworks are sold out everywhere. I'll need to get them through more shady means. She's gonna buy them from the internet? She'll find them and put us all at risk of burning. I'll make sure there's an extra extinguisher at hand. Please. Well, I guess that's it for today. You sure you're fine? I am, don't worry. Hey Joe, mind if I ask a silly question? You've seen my clients, you can assume I don't mind silly questions. Silly answers can get on my nerves though. Sorry, what did you want to ask? Do you know why they call them cat boomers? Okay, I've wondered this too. I mean, I guess their second set of ears look like cats, but the word boomer seems so out of place. Yeah, that triggers me. I hate boomers. Not so much when you consider it's not them, but their parents who were called such. Oh? Let's go a bit back first. Oh, we're getting a freaking history lesson. You do know why cat boomers look like that, right? Because they went through some kind of anti-nanomachine rejection treatment while they were still a fetus, right? It's called the Yamazaki-Romanova treatment. Or was it the Romaneko-Yamada treatment? Let's call it the catification procedure. It was not only the first successful genetic treatment on a fetus, but also the first way to fight nanomachine rejection. Moreover, that research had a bit of a rocky story. Funding got cut in the middle of it at a critical point that can make or break the whole thing. Not to mention Zaibatsu Corp's record of not addressing nanomachine rejection at all. The rest of the research was funded by Maki Stengovich. Was it Stengovich? Let's call him Stengovich for now. He's a businessman whose unborn daughter got diagnosed with early nanomachine rejection. Stengovich funded the research, and in a desperate move, his wife offered herself and her daughter as test subjects. Of course, the experiment was a success. The girl Sylvia Stengovich didn't die. She became the living testament of a scientific breakthrough. But then the story of how things played out for Sylvia got sensationalized in the media and created a weird fad. Parents made their unborn children go through the catification procedure even if they had no ailments at all. All because one particular girl whose life got saved through that treatment became a media darling for a bit. A whole generation of kids with those cat-like protrusions got born. And their parents got called cat boomers? Generation of parents obsessed with those cat-like features. Uh-oh. Am I a future cat boomer? Because I like the cat girl aesthetic? I don't like... It makes me uncomfortable thinking about the future and like how I'm not going to be a progressive. Some douchebag is going to call me a boomer. Like, I'm trying my best. I'm doing my best here. But I mean, that's also a good thing. If what I consider to be like progressive right now is considered like normal or something like that, that means the world has indeed progressed. And I guess that's all right. I am a cat boomer. Thanks, Ray. I want my daughter to date an AI, a gay AI. I want my daughter to date a gay AI. Whatever that looks like. It could be anything. I don't trust AI personally. They're trying to take all of our jobs. Oh no. I'm becoming a boomer. The AIs are the new legal immigrants, I guess. This is unfortunate. My character arc has completed pretty quickly today. It's unfortunate. I don't like that our AIs are able to like do all the cool stuff that we can't do, and we're like working. We're teaching AIs how to draw and like paint. And I actually like their work. I'll admit, I like AI like paintings. I think they look pretty cool. But why can't I do that? Why don't I have the time to do that? I'm too busy doing other things. Like not having a job, but still working really hard. But Daddy, I love him. I love Q73B8. He's great. Always knows the answers to my Google questions. That's right. I think if you dated Google, they'd be a bit of a know-it-all, right? They have a good sense of humor, though, that Google. They always have fun things on their little... on, like, the Google page for all the holidays. So, you know, at least they've got some sense of humor. I guess there are worse things to date. There are a lot of worse things to date. I'd rather anybody date an AI than, I don't know, reproduce with white supremacists or something like that. Eventually, cat boomer just started being used for people with their protrusions instead of their parents. You keep calling them protrusions. Why is that? Because that's what they are. What? You didn't think those things on their heads were ears, right? Sure, they can be moved because they're somehow connected to the facial and ear muscles. Thus, they can move like a cat's and react to their mood. But in the end, they're just appendages with no real function. Huh. It still surprises me a bit, though, that the biggest mutation they get after the treatment is just that. Those ears are a small miracle on their own. People have been born with no eyes for less intrusive procedures. You really thought they were functional ears, huh? They look so cute. Let's say I learned quite a bit today. Thanks. Don't worry, I feel like I should apologize for talking so much instead. And keep in mind, I'm fucking up the terms. I don't want you saying someone got protrusions because of a catification procedure. I'll keep it in mind. Wait. What? Yeah, the guy's name was Stankovich. Huh? I just remembered. Sylvia Stankovich was around my age, and when I was a teen, there was some TV specials featuring her. And I just remembered that I had the biggest crush on her. Yeah, Jill. Jill likes cat girl aesthetics too. And now that I think about it, that crush had me very confused back then. And did you need to shout just now? Sorry. In any case, I'm out for the day. Alright, careful out there. Yeah, if they can get AIs with, like, bodies. Yeah, Cortana and Edie. That was very much, like... I don't know how to describe it, but, like, they were just robots. And then later on in the series, people were like, we can't jack off to this. How do we fix that? And they found a way to fix it. The answer is put the sexy voice robot in a freaking model's body and then make it look just technological enough. You know, it's like, it's clearly a robot, but like, you can put your penis in it if you really need to. Because we know you want to. And then all the porn was created. I mean, I'm for it too. Let's see here. We did all right. No mistakes. Flawless bonuses. I'm worried that we're not going to have enough money. Joe is thinking about buying one of the Kiramiki posters. This isn't good, guys. This isn't good. Who knows how much that's going to be. Alright, well, you know, nothing to do but to do. Let's go buy a freaking Kiramiki poster. Better not be a lot of money. Okay, good, it's not. Okay, so... $10,000? Oh, we're fucked. We're fucked. We're barely halfway there. I thought I've been doing really good. Am I going to get the bad ending after all my work? This is... You know what? I'm just going to accept it for what it is. That's what Pyre taught me. To accept failure. What kind of person would I be if I didn't listen to my own scripted video? Birth rates decrease as the youth prefer Lilum company. I get it. Most of the Lilums we've seen have been very attractive. And pretty nice, too. Meanwhile, a lot of the douchebags have been like humans. Like Donovan. And Ingram's getting better, but it's still not great. Anybody else? Who else sucks? I'm sure a couple other people suck, and I just can't remember because it's been so long. At the beginning of the century, the idea that people would rather be with robots instead of other humans was treated as a joke. See, it's all coming back together, just like what we were talking about, right? But the reality is that the convenience of these relationships have become immensely popular among Glitch City's youth, to the point where birth rates are beginning to decrease at an alarming rate. Annie Mae, a 17-year-old student, agrees with the general sentiment. It's just so much better than dealing with other people, you know? You can just make your own perfect partner. Oh, and the sex is amazing. Don't even get me started. It's expected that new regulations are soon to be announced to address the situation. Can you imagine how crazy a neckbeard would be when there's robots? I'm going to say that it's not going to work. That even robots are going to like look at some of the incel community and be like, you know what? No, I'm not into it. And like they go through all that work to like create the robot, the whole thing. And then the robot comes out and it's just like, why would I be with you? Double incel. Exactly. Can't get anybody. Because they're not actually solving the problem. They're trying to, instead of, you know, trying to help themselves and fix the problems within, they're like, I'll just create a fuck toy. that can talk to me and make me feel like a better person, when what they really need to do is fix the inside. That's right. That's right, everyone. Robot. I mean, I'd date a robot if I had to. Not if I had to. If given the opportunity, and like I wasn't married with kids, and like society had robots that were capable of consent and stuff like that, I would consider it. I would consider it. I would consider dating a male robot if it really came down to it. I'd be willing to try. Yeah, my wife needs a break from all my bullshit, so I'll go talk to a robot instead. Wearing socks with sandals in public is now a crime. I like to say we have the freedom to wear whatever we like in the streets of Glitch City so long as we adhere to decency rules. However, that's about to change. Glitch City's Department of Public Decency has declared that wearing socks and sandals together is a punishable crime. Fashion police, y'all. If convicted, the guilty face 3 days in jail as punishment for using that abominable combo. What do you think? Should we wear whatever we want, or should the fashion police of high society decide for you? Whatever the case, I think I'll simply stick to the right side of the battle. Goodbye, socks and sandals. BTC closing 40% of bars. The British Trademark Council is facing some economic troubles in Glitch City, and it looks like they're on their way out. Blaming rising inflation rates and a weak currency, the BTC has given the order to disband almost half of its recreational businesses in the city. We can't keep doing business like this. Glitch City has a negative impact on our earnings, and we can't continue in the red, a PR representative told the Augmented Eye. Prime Minister Quincy, on the other hand, thinks the BTC is just too greedy. They make a lot of money already, and now they're crying because they can't have more? Give me a break. You know, I'm torn because I know the bars are losing their job, but Prime Minister Quincy can suck my chode. Surviving in Glitch City. Any tips for a new friend in this wonderful land? Oh boy, self-deprecating thread. Don't trust in white knights and don't go out after 5 p.m. unless you want to get mugged or murdered. Bring a portable chair everywhere. You'll have to line up for flour. Lol. Get used to eat what you find. Shortages are getting out of hand. I've been eating rice with butter for months now. I guess it could be worse. Don't jinx it, please. I have enough as it is. So coming here was a mistake? Why would you come here anyways? I'm visiting family, but now I want to take them out. Do it while you can. Yeah, airlines are leaving the city, lol. Soon we won't even be able to escape. Can I even get some weed in this crap hole in somewhere? Yeah, I just PM'd you a good dealer. Well, that's nice. People always come out to support each other. And that's how I feel about friggin' Florida. Like, how do we get out of here? I definitely feel stuck. It's like, you got a family? It's so hard to leave anywhere when you have a family. Like, I don't want to be in this shit show. It's only getting worse with certain people in charge. Let's go. How are we gonna make our money? Evening. Hey. Okay, so we've got almost everything, but we're still missing a couple of things for Saturday. And so I designate you, Gillian Applegate, as official guy who goes to buy the rest of the stuff. Applegate? I have no idea who that is. Why me? I could send Jill, but I wouldn't dare send a lady by herself. Sorry, my chair got weird. You want to build a community? Or you just need to buy land? Yeah, we need land. Yeah, maybe we could find some way to like live off the grid. But you know, with all the things that come with the grid, like internet and food and electricity. Hopefully we can fly out of here, somewhere safe, somewhere nice. That doesn't hate trans kids. I'm sure there's some places like that that exist. Yeah, and toilets. I need toilets. I could go with her, but I believe the bar should have at least 2 people in the vicinity at all times. You're not going to say anything, Jill? If it means not being delivery girl, I'm happy to fake helplessness. Fine, give me the list. I'll be back sometime. Something tells me you're planning something, boss. What gives you that impression? Call it a gut feeling. Did you know Gil has a crush? What? A client of his, a girl that owns a bazaar. Ooh. exotic. She's been coming on to him for ages, and he's only just starting opening up. But he's taking steps backward, and I'm not going to let him. He's opening up, for fuck's sake. And so the errands will take him to the bazaar. I take it. That's right. Huh. All right, then to the office I go. As for me, time to do some of this. Canada seems nice, but I've noticed that some of our nut jobs are bleeding over there somehow. Or maybe our nut jobs are empowering their own brand of nut jobs to become a little more confident and brazen, which I don't appreciate. I don't like it. Canada seems really nice. Like, I want to go there. I've been there a little bit, like in parts of it. And it was really nice what I saw. And I like the cold. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Deal with a crush, huh? This place, great. Oh, if it isn't... It's Kira Miki. We just bought her poster. Oh, I don't remember what kind of voice I gave her. I don't know. Sexy robot voice. I don't know. Hey, Jill. Sorry, but... You guys are doing the tours in 2025 to Italy? Oh. Lucky. By 2025, I could be almost proficient in reading it. I still can't. I'm not very good at the listening. They speak too damn fast. Same with Spanish. It just... I can't, and it just doesn't work for me. My brain is too slow and old. Hey Jill, sorry, but is there anything I can hide? Anywhere I can hide. There's an unpleasant guy on my trail. Boss, stalked woman incoming. The door's open. Go ahead, the door's to the left. Thanks. Hello there. Oh, hi there. Aw, yay. That's, Rad Shiba's here. He'll take care of her. The other one, that's the bathroom. Wait, what's the dog doing in the bathroom? Oh, great. You know, I spoke his name, and now he's here. Screw you, dude. Now, where did she... Oh, the hellhole. Perfect. Hey, kid, I'll have the usual. Right. Huh, he remembered me after 2 weeks. Mr. Donovan's drink. He's a basic bitch, so he's getting a basic beer. I don't like you very much. You are really mean and misogynistic. Okay. But I need your money, so I'm not going to screw with your drink. I have some standards. This seems right. The paper's been a mess lately. You'd think with all that's happening, they'd stay and do more reports. But they're all asking for vacations, and I can't afford to be understaffed. So I had to come up with some sort of reward for whoever produces the most reports. I see no difference in my feed, though. Mr. Donovan, I don't mean to sound rude, but you do know the infamy of the augmented eye with the general public, right? A shitty page that will over-sensationalize anything and report useless things. Of course I know. And why not try to rectify that image? To put it simply, I'm being clutched by the balls in the non-pleasant way. It's a good thing he elaborated. So I bought Zukor and company have an eye on every publication they haven't bought yet. Report on them once and they'll find something to fine you with. Twice and you'll find your resources severely cut. Anything beyond that, in the best case scenario, is that they'll buy the damn operation to keep it quiet. I know there are more newsworthy things than whatever it is the lackeys picked out that week. But if I overstep, my ass is on the line. Huh. Glad to see this hellhole is still in one piece. The BTC has been going apeshit closing bars lately. Oh yeah, that. Yesterday they closed one that served as a key part of a drug trafficking ring. And last week they closed 3 small bars that served as illegal chicken restaurants. Oh, that's right, chicken's like a delicacy. Huh. Not to mention there are like 100 people who have BTC certificates but never use them. Instead, they keep those credentials around to stop police from raiding their homes or warehouses. I don't know about you, but it's obvious to me that some restructuring will begin at the BTC after this whole thing. Man, shit ran deeper than I thought. You know, he did a good thing. He's not... Well, sort of a good thing. You know, it sucks that the paper has to, like, kowtow to... What you got, like, corporate influence, corporate bullying. This is what happens when you don't have regulations and things to protect journalism. Yeah, journalism becomes bullshit. And nothing means anything. And we let corporations rule our society. Good thing real world isn't like that. No news outlet talks about it. And no news outlet talks about that. Alright, kid, let's try a moon blast now. Come again? Hey, even I have to break the routine from time to time. I went into my Jamie voice there for a second. Moon blast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can I make this one big? 1, 2. Yeah, I can. Okay, cool. Do. Boop. And boop. There we go. And the rocks and blended. Alright, there we go. Moon blast. Alright, checks out. Here. Now let's see what the ruckus is all about. So, what brought you here? Oh, right. Didn't you see a Lilum coming in here? Of course, you're the dick that's trying to stalk someone. Blue hair, big tits. Shut up, Donovan. I hate you. She's the one from the Encore concert coming up. Not really. Did she jump to the roof then? Why were you looking for her? Did you want an interview? Not really. Just hitting on her. Disgusting. I hate you. Hey, I said hitting on her, not hitting her. Stop glaring. That's marginally better. Maybe. Either way, you suck. Why, though? Are you that bored? Don't you have, like, a family or something? Have you seen that girl? Hot as tits. Also, her hot ass and tits. I'm suffering the weirdest combo of being hard as fuck and curious as shit right now. Any type of goodwill this guy ever cultivated, even by accident, is gone. I hate you. And anyone like you. I want to know just how detailed those King Class CH-1A models are, personally. Just watch porn, dude. And so you followed her. And just watch porn. I've yet to meet a woman that can resist the charms of Donovan D. Dawson. You're in front of one, and I'm guessing you have quite the selective memory. Like I said, don't you have a family or something? A wife, but that woman cheats on me as much as I cheat on her. Excellent. In fact, I'm pretty convinced she gets off on the thought of me cheating on her. So that Lilum isn't here, huh? I'll have to find a busty enough replacement tonight or I'll explode. Hey, after you're done glaring, please serve me a pile driver. Right. Let's just give him a pile driver, literally. Agreed. Agreed. Man, he's making Dorothy seem tame. That's how bad he is right now. Like, I say a lot, I talk a lot of shit about Dorothy. But you know what? It's never been that bad. Fuck you. That's I'm just at a loss for words about how much I hate this guy. Alright. Well, seeing as she's not here, I have no reason to stay. Thank God. Get the fuck out. Maybe I'll find someone that looks a bit like her. Just masturbate. The answer is right there. The answer is just there. The guy left. Oh, all right. Thanks for sheltering me, Dana. Hope your sister likes the video. No, thank you. Seems you had a hearty talk. Your boss is such a fun person. Her sister is a fan of mine, so I recorded a small video for her and took a couple of photos. Oh, that's nice. How nice of you. It's nothing, really, and she did hide me, so it's the least I could do. But, well, we're here already. Mind giving me something sweet? This idol wants something sweet. Right, by flavor. Let's give her a sparkle star, because she's a star. That's how my mind makes connections. Because I've got a big, complicated brain. 2, And just, we don't want to get her drunk. We don't know what she's doing later tonight. She might need her faculties in check. Here. That was a weird voice. So do you know why Donovan was following you? I don't, but I wasn't in the mood to deal with him. His questions were a bit over the line last time, too. Not the worst I've dealt with, but I just didn't want to humor him. I see. Seems like he was just trying to come on to you. You don't say. Well, not like he'd have a chance anyways. I'm not into older guys, and I've already committed to a relationship. Yay! Wait, you are? It's not common knowledge, and the ones that hear it try to dismiss it as rumors, but I've been in a relationship with my producer for a while now. Well, hopefully it's a mutual one that actually makes sense. Really? We were both single, and that kind of stuff is bound to happen when you spend so much time together. But it all started when he read an entry I made in my blog about wanting to experience love and the like. He offered to help with that after he read it, and I thought, sure, why not? I already knew him well enough, and it wouldn't hurt to try. How nice. He's a stick in the mud where planning is due, but he's a sweetheart otherwise. Good. Okay, this is what I wanted to hear. I want the characters I like to have good lives. I see. You know, I've met 2 fans of yours lately. Really? Both of them seemed so excited when they were talking about you. It was amazing. I don't like the term fan too much. It strikes me as a bit pretentious in my opinion. I have many fans. Doesn't sit so well. I like many people who like my music better. Fan evokes an uglier and more pretentious image for me. Do you like that? Do you like what I do, Jill? Do you like my music? To be honest, I haven't had much exposure to your work, but the few things I've heard are really good. And I'm not gonna lie, having talked to you, I feel like I would support you even if I didn't like it. So nice to hear. See, this is what being a good person does. You get support in other ways from people who didn't know they would even support you before. Hey, this will sound familiar, but do you have anything like tea? Let me see. Something tea-like. If I remember correctly, something bitter but girly is fine too. So I think I was reading, and like there's a special ending you can get if you buy like a special like tea set from the store, but we definitely don't have the money for it, so we didn't buy it, and we were going for a different ending. But I think that is a way to get a separate one. So a bitter girly drink is fine too. Maybe a sunshine cloud? Okay. I guess we'll just have to make do, because we definitely don't have any tea. Can never give the people exactly what they want. It's a damn shame. You can never help the people you want to help. Here. Yeah, this works. Hey, you're a King Class CH-1A model, right? That I am. Can I ask you something about your model? Sure. Are there any differences between you and a DFC-72? I think that's what Dorothy is. We both serve the same purpose, but DFC-72s have the port on their heads, which makes them more versatile. My line lacks that, or the resilience of the DT-01Ds, but we're a tad more polished elsewhere. More specifically, our voice emulators are more advanced and our movements are smoother. A trade-off of functionality and power for appearance, you could say. Ah, I see. So anything new for this concert? Well, it is an encore, so we're trying to make it the same for those that couldn't go to the first one. But we always try to spice it up, like maybe with a surprise song or something. There was this one time I sang a cover of a song by B-Link. That definitely sounds like it'd already be a K-pop band. Of course, in your turn, they sang Your Love is a Drug. Ah, so you know the B-Link girls? Really nice kids. You'd be surprised at how different from their onstage personas they are. Really. Suzu, for example, can be really childish at times. She also laughs a lot, and loudly at that. Meanwhile, Aina is a party girl through and through. If they're not on tour, she spends her time partying like crazy. Hard to believe. I mean, their image is that of stoic girls with little expression. Almost like living Victorian dolls or something. That sounds like a really cool stuff. Well, they wanted to pop out in the public. They once told me if we want people to notice us, we have to break the cutesy idol concept. And so they took the opposite route by becoming cool beauties with melancholic songs. That sounds awesome. I wouldn't say they went the opposite way. The opposite of cutesy idols would be unkept tone-deaf girls spewing vitriol and hate. True, I guess. Well, I've got to go, but let's have a sparkle star first. All right, Sparkle Star for Miss Idol. I think that's what I gave her before, so I am very much vibing with the game. I know exactly what they're going to do before they do it. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Alcohol, age, mix. There we go. Here. Sparkling. Well, it's always a pleasure, Jill. Please come again. Will do. Oh, the handsome bartender. Nice to see you. Boss, Gil's back. I'll take my break. All right. Ah, that was nice. Could have been a lot worse. As usual, Donovan fucked everything up. But Kiramiki was there, and that makes things a hell of a lot better. But I think that's where we'll end today. Oh. Gotta treat my back right, otherwise it will only get worse again. And I've got children to take care of. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope everyone had fun, and we had a lot of good tangents. It's a good time. I want to go play more Tears of the Kingdom, of course. Thank you for lurking, if you're lurking. Follow if you want. Thank you, Jabroni. I appreciate it. If you haven't seen it already, I've put out my first scripted video on YouTube. So if you're interested in Pyre and seeing me do something less improv-y, go ahead and check that out on my YouTube channel. It took me a long time to make it, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's pretty good for a first try. Thank you, Mama. But you're biased, so what does that mean? What does it really mean? What else? Follow if you're not already following, if anybody's lurking here, because when we get to affiliate, I'm going to try my best to get a TINS unit and play a stream simulate with chat simulated or controlled pregnancy pains. I'm going to make myself feel like I've given birth or something like that. We'll see what happens. Your opinion does count, but it needs to be I need to say up front that you're my wife. So it's going to come with a certain amount of bias. But I do thank you for liking my video. It means a lot for anybody. Other than that, I think that's it. Have a good day. Be safe. Get drunk if you want. Have some barbecue if you want. Don't blow up like your hand if you're doing something with fireworks. And I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully I can stream again this week if my back is feeling good. It doesn't hurt that much right now, but I definitely would like to stretch it out. That's it. Bye.